All right, boys and girls, today's lesson is lesson 8-7, formula for the area of a triangle this time. We did rectangle, we did parallelogram, and now we're doing triangle. You should be able to say I can find the areas of rectangles and parallelograms. I can learn a formula for finding the area of a triangle, and I can find perimeter. Let's start by refreshing our memory from the area of a rectangle and parallelogram. Area of a rectangle, we know, is area equals length times width, or area equals base times height. Okay? However you want to do it, because if you have a shape such as this right here, this would be considered the length or the base. This is length or base. Here is the width or height. For a parallelogram, the area would equal base times height. Okay? Because you care more about the inside of a parallelogram. Let me make a really easy one here. Okay, remember what I said yesterday about how when you measure, you want to measure straight up and down, okay, to find our height. The base is easy. Okay, the base is right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's our base. 4, this is centimeters. Okay, to get the height, we have the angles on the sides. Okay, so we want to go on the inside of it. Remember, you would rather measure yourself standing straight up than you would if you were tipping over sideways. Just naturally, this person looks taller even though they're pretty much the same height. So you want to measure the inside. So you want to measure what's in here. Okay? So we know from here to there, from the top to the bottom, is 2 centimeters. Because look at, here's 1 and here's 2. Or you could just count the lines. 1 line, 2 lines. So it's 4 centimeters. So it'd be 4 times 2 would equal 8 centimeters squared. That'd be the parallelogram of this one right here. If we had the rectangle like this, same thing. It's 4 by 2. So 4 with the 2 on the side. So 4 times 2 equals 8 centimeters squared. So in this situation, it worked out to where both my drawings are the same area, but it's not always going to be like that. So today we're going to talk about finding the area of a triangle. So let me erase this. Okay. First of all, let's talk quickly about a triangle. A triangle is a 3-sided polygon. The sum of all the measures of the angles of a triangle equal 180. A triangle has 3 vertices, and a triangle is a convex polygon, meaning it doesn't cave in. Convex is all the angles are pointing out. An equilateral triangle is a triangle which has all 3 sides that have the same measure. That means every side are exactly the same in length. An isosceles triangle is a triangle that has 2 sides the same. So if I had this one that was 3, say this one was 3 centimeters, this one's 3 centimeters, then not sure if that would be exactly 3 centimeters, but an isosceles triangle would have 2 sides that are the same. And when you have 2 sides that are the same measure, you get the isosceles triangle. So to find the area of a triangle, it's a little bit tricky. Area for a triangle equals half of the base times the height. Okay? So half of the base times the height. So if I have, let me erase this one right here. If I have a triangle that, let's probably change the color. If I have a triangle that goes like this, oh, I want to end it there. I'm going to erase this part, sorry. If I have a triangle that goes something like this, it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest drawing, as I always tell you. I want to get the base times the height. Okay? So I know the base is the bottom. We should all know the base is the bottom. Okay, the base is what you sit something on, the base. So the base here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The base is 5 centimeters. Now we need to find the height. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to find the spot where we can get to the point of the top. So this looks like a pretty good line here to get me to the top. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the height is 4 centimeters. Oh, don't want to put the square in there. Sorry. Don't put the square yet. I need to erase that. I don't like that there. Okay, so it tells you to first do what's in parentheses. It didn't tell you that. I'm sorry. You know to do what's in the parentheses first. So the base is 5. You multiply it by 4, because that's the height, equal 20. That's not the area yet, because you're doing a triangle. So you need the area of the triangle, and so you take half of that. Half of the base times the height. If the base times the height is 20, you need half of 20. Everyone knows what half of 20 is, equals 10. So the area of this triangle here would be 10 square centimeters. Okay, so let me erase this. I'm going to put another one up there. Formulas are very important. You're going to see these formulas for a long time. There's times where, before I was a teacher, I was taking a test or something. They asked me for the area of a triangle. I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot. So if you get it like instilled in your head forever, you're going to be successful with these down the road. Let me draw another triangle. Okay. I'm going to start here. And my lines aren't the straightest lines in the world, as you can tell. I'm trying to get them straight, but I'm trying to make them indent points to make it easier for us to measure. Make this one kind of big. Okay. Normally these will go through the corners a little bit better than what they are. But we know that for the area of a triangle, area equals 1/2 of the base times the height. So this tells you we need to find the base and the height first, multiply the two of them, then find half of that. So I'm going to count the base. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 centimeters here. I'm going to find the point where it meets there. It's easier. The only way you're going to get the height of a triangle is to find the highest point of it. Okay, you can't measure over here because it still goes up higher. That's like sticking for your body and like someone says, okay, you're this tall, and stopping at your hand. No, we have to go to the highest point, and that's right here. So I'm going to change the color of the ink here. So we need to measure here. This would be the height. So let's take a look at it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 centimeters for the height. So you all know that you have to take the base times the height. 11 times 7 equals 77. And I gave you guys a big number. I should have made it a little smaller. But now the area would equal half of 77. So I'm going to work my way up here now. So half of 77, you should know half of 76 would be 38. 38 plus 38 is 76. Because we have one more, we're going to get ourselves a half number. 38.5 centimeters squared equals the area of this triangle. Because 38.5 is half of 77. If I double 38.5, that'll give me 38 plus 38 equals 76. And I have a half plus a half would equal 1. 76 plus 1 would equal 77. Okay, it'd be a little bit easier if I gave you a number that was an even number where you didn't want to have a half. But this shows you that the area of a triangle is half of the base times the height. Okay, so I'm going to erase all this, and I really want you to put these on your notes. Okay, I'm going to push this away. I want you to have these somewhere in notes. Okay, area of rectangle, area of parallelogram, area of triangle. Write these formulas down, okay? Area of a rectangle is area equals length times width, or area equals base times the height. Area of a parallelogram is area equals base times height. And area of a triangle equals 1/2 of base times the height. So it's very important you know this, because they will be on tests not just this year, not next year, but years and years and years to come.